Here is how you can guarantee yourself a Gleam roaming in Loomian Legacy. Loomian Legacy is having its biggest event ever, and I'll be telling you all the things you have to do to guarantee yourself a Gleam roaming, because there are quite a few things. My name is Flying Alex. Make sure you guys subscribe if you are new. Let's get straight into how to get this guaranteed Gleam roaming. So Loomian Legacy is having a massive Gleam boost event where everyone's going to have a times 16 chance to get Gleamings in the wild. This will last from Saturday 5 AM AEST to Sunday 5 AM AEST, a 24-hour Gleam Boost event. The number one step you guys gotta do is make sure you hunt for the whole 24 hours. We are not gonna get free boosts like this ever again. The reason why we're getting this event is because they added Gleam Akalos Pity after the first week of the event's releasing, and people were mad because I missed out on Gleam Akalos on Pity. Basically, as compensation, they are giving us a full day of Gleaming boosts. That's like 96 boost tokens worth of Gleaming. And Pity will work in this event as well. It's going to be crazy. So that is the first step. Make sure you sleep before the event starts, because staying awake for 24 hours isn't very easy. So make sure you get like a 10-hour sleep before the event, and then hunt for the full 24 hours. I know you guys can do it. That will maximize your chance of getting Gleam roamings. Now the second thing you want to do is use any boosts you have for roaming boosts. You've still got a really good chance without roaming boosts. I'll go over all the odds later and tell you why it's guaranteed you'll get a Gleam roaming. But having roam boosts on significantly increases your chance of finding a Gleam roaming. If you don't use roam boosts, you can also use your charm, and this method still works even without charm and boost. You've still got a decent chance of getting a Gleam roaming. I'll do all the nerdy numbers later, but I'm just gonna teach you guys how to hunt, alright? Some of you guys are hunting wrong. What you want to do is have a pure nature Dusket in the first slot. That's the first thing you want to do. The Dusket does not have to be KO'd, but if you've got Dusket in your first slot, make sure you have the Dusket saddle. It costs a bit of Robux, but it's worth it. Otherwise, you can just knock it out by battling a trainer and having a second Loomian in the slot that is your saddle. So you want to make sure your saddle is the same Loomian as the one in your second slot of your party, or your first slot if you're using Dusket. That will maximize your encounters per boost, significantly increasing your chance of getting Gleam roamings as you are hunting for 24 hours, and that small little adjustment will guarantee you a Gleam roaming without a doubt. Also, a side note, you do get daily boost tokens every single day, so make sure you do a daily boost thing on the minigame, just so you can use roam boost during this event. And one more thing about hunting, make sure you guys have ace discs, because you don't want to fail the encounter. If you find an Arceros or a Grassadia, I think it's called, those things have slumber, so it's really hard to catch, so make sure you have an ace disc or something. I have got an even better method at the end of the video, and obviously make sure you do all the mastery. Like, come on guys, it's not too bad, just do them all, just all the ones you can encounter during the event. Make sure you do them all, guys, because you don't want to miss out on a gamma roaming, just trust me. And with that out the way, let's go over all of the odds. And the odds look pretty good, let me tell you that. Let's start with the odds for one Gleam roaming in the event. There are 5 roaming encounter tables. One is for story roamers, one is for Metronet, one is for Nevermare/Gargolem, one is for Odoyaga, and one is for Akalos. That's 5 different roaming tables, and what you have to understand is that one roaming table is 1 in 1,000 chance. So they're all separate 1 in 1,000 chances. So getting any roaming is a 5 out of 1,024 chance. 1 in 1,024 is a chance of a roaming. There are 5 tables, so there's 5 different chances of getting a roaming. So if you divide 1,000 by 5, you get 1 in 200. You have a 1 in 200 chance of getting a roaming at full odds, okay? If you have charm, this goes to a 1 in 100. If you have boost and charm, this goes down to a 1 in 25, so that is insane odds. 1 in 25 chance of finding a roaming in the wild with roam boost on and charm. Pair that with the free gleaming odds. 1 in 128 times 1 in 25 equals 1 in 3,200. Those are your gleaming odds for the event. For gamma odds, it's like 1 in 15,000 or 1 in 16,000. Gamma odds are quite hard, but for any gleaming, it is a 1 in 3,200 chance for max boosts, charms, and all that stuff. So, how many encounters can one person do in 24 hours? Well, you get about 60 encounters per 15 minutes. So if you do 60 times 4, we get the encounters for 1 hour. You get 240 encounters per hour. Times that by 24 hours, you get 5,760 encounters for the whole day. And what were the odds for a Gleam roaming again? 1 in 3,200. So you can guarantee yourself like 2 Gleam roamings. Well, not guaranteed, it's like a 80% chance or so, give or take some encounters. But you're basically guaranteed 1 to 2 Gleam roamings if you hunt for the full 24 hours with all your roaming boosts on and charms and all that stuff. I've got 84 boost tokens, that's quite a lot. I need 96, so I'm gonna have to buy some more. Actually, I'm gonna do that right now. 200 Robux, that's pretty good. And I get an ace disc as well. Now I'm set for the event. Okay, now even if you don't have one of the charms, you still have a 95% chance of getting a Gleam roaming using all the roaming boosts and roaming charm. Or all roaming boosts, and no roaming charm. That is insane odds. Now, if you don't have any charms and only roaming boost, then here are the odds for you. These are the same odds as only having charms as well and no roaming boost. You would have a 1 in 256 chance without charm, times 256 chance for no charm and only boosts. And this would also be a 1 in 128 chance for gleamings, times 1 in 512 for roamings if you don't have any roam boost. So that would be a 1 in 65,536 chance. If you do 5,760 encounters, you would have basically a 1 in 13 chance of getting a gleam roaming throughout the day. Those are pretty good odds, I'm not gonna lie. For a semi-free-to-play kind of thing, that's really good odds. Players with alt accounts would most likely have these odds. And who knows, you could get lucky. Like, it's your best chance of getting a gleam roaming, so why not take it? Now for the extreme free-to-play odds. This is without roam boosts or any charms, just free-to-play with the gleam event on. You have a 1 in 256 chance for any gleaming, times out by the roaming chance, which is 1 in 1024. You've got a whopping 1 in 262,000 chance of getting a gleam roaming. This does seem pretty bad, but it's only a 1 in 26 chance, alright? You've got a 1 in 26 chance of getting a gleam roaming for a free-to-play account, which is insane if you hunt for the full 24 hours. But honestly, if I was free-to-play, I wouldn't be worried about roamings. I'll be more worried about getting gammas like Gamma Marami, because getting a Gamma Marami with these boosted odds is still only 1 in 64,000, which is about a 9% chance of getting. And if you want Gamma Marami or Gamma Spirivi, this goes to an 18% chance of getting one of those. So free-to-play players still have really good odds, so make sure you do masteries for those Loomians. But this video is mainly for people with charms or boosts and stuff. Those players will most likely get a gleam roaming. I'm going to do a full 24-hour hunting video with 3 accounts. My main account's going to be using roam boosts, and I've got 2 alt accounts set up with masteries completed and all that stuff. And I also bought the charms for them. So my next big video will be a 24-hour hunt with 3 accounts. You guys don't want to miss that. It's going to be insane. Hopefully I'll get my first ever Gamma roaming, and there will definitely be a gleam roam reaction in that video, and you don't want to miss it. It's going to be quite a roller coaster. 24 hours of hunting as well is not easy. I'm going to be dead at the end of the video, but it'll be so funny. And yeah, make sure you guys watch that video, because the best method to get gleam roamings is to have alt accounts hunting with you at the same time. That is the best method you guys have been waiting for, and I'll be explaining exactly how to set this all up. So you're going to have your main account on your main setup, like your iPad, all of you have. Mine will be on my PC, and you want to have 1 to 2 alt accounts. I'm going to have 2 alt accounts with me, so I have 3 accounts hunting. To set up the alt accounts, you must create a new account and start a Loomian Legacy playthrough. I believe you have to get it past the first battle theater to get the navigate hub section appear for you. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure you have to beat the first battle theater. So get through the first battle theater, get your main account to trade you like ace discs and like good Loomians to use for the event. I gave both my alt accounts 2 ace discs. Also, here's a bonus step for you. Try and complete as much story as possible with your alt accounts, because you can unlock roamings that way. So my alt accounts have unlocked Archazune, Protagon, and Dakuda as well. I just gave it OP Loomians to sweep through the game. So that's what I would recommend to do with your alt accounts. And the most crucial step I'd say is try and get all the mastery done. I'm talking Volpup, Missile Bud, Spirivi, Marami, all the roamings like Metronet, Gargolem, Nevermare, all the story roamings, and as well Odoyaga. Make sure you complete the events for those alts as well. And once you've done all that, you should be set, alright? There's a lot of things you gotta do. It's quite a grind, honestly, getting your alts to beat the whole game. But if you want to maximize this event, I recommend doing that. And you'll most likely use them in your next event as well. I also bought them charms as well. You don't have to do that, but I thought it'd be worth it. And you can also get boosts on those accounts as well, but controlling 3 accounts with boosts is quite stressful, honestly. You're gonna be catching so many different things, and you might run away from the wrong thing. So it's completely up to you. You could guarantee yourself 3 gleam roamings or like 5 gleam roamings if you have all 3 accounts with roaming boosts. But that is quite extreme. Like, that much in 24 hours is quite extreme, but it is worth it because it's basically half price gleam roamings if you think about it, because we get times 16 boosting odds for free, and gleaming PD also works if you did not know. So it's gonna be insane. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel to not miss that massive video coming this weekend, and I'll be seeing you guys later. Goodbye.